Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show, Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and my guests for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, I'm always looking for people who are looking to help others. That's so important nowadays. You know, sometimes we get into our own little world and we don't want to help anybody. And I'm with Jason McMillan this morning from Women Supporting Women.
Good morning, Dr. Weir.
How are you?
I'm just great. I'm just great this morning. I really am. Appreciate this opportunity to share my, my story with you.
So let's talk about this.
Okay.
You're not where you thought you would be.
No. Well, I wasn't prepared where I am. I had a very exciting life as an entertainer, traveling all over the world, and just a free spirit. And there was just nothing that I thought I couldn't do. And then one morning I woke up and everything happened the same day. You know, I go to the doctor to get one screening and find out that, I'm sitting there and he's talking, but it's in an echo. I don't know who he's talking to. He's not telling me. So all of these things I've had to deal with, I've looked at them and I began to take stock of my life and how I wasn't prepared for aging. I'm 72 years old and I just wasn't prepared. I thought I was going to be 25 forever. And then I lost my voice, which was, for me was
your life.
Yeah. And not only that, when you lose your singing voice, you're losing your speaking voice.
Right.
So that's eliminating things too. So I had to, I reinvent. I've always reinvented. And so I just reinvented myself. But in the meantime, as I sought resources, I realized that you're just kind of hampered by bureaucracy and all of that. So I wanted to help people that were struggling and just didn't have hope. Because I do websites, I started to create websites that gave information that they needed. Seniors, veterans, whoever was in need. And so I got involved with a friend of mine who's visually impaired and losing her sight. And so I started doing concerts, still involved in music, doing, it was a national blind talent competition. I've done it the past 2 years in some, major venues. And it was just amazing how these young people, they didn't feel sorry for themselves. They had energy, they had dreams, and they were determined.
Isn't that amazing?
I had one that I would email instructions to, and she'd write me back and say, "Are you mad at me?" And I was, "Well, I'm not mad at you." "Well, why are you writing in bold caps letters?" So her interpretation of, what she saw. Then I began to see the resources that they have for their, what's their condition.
Yeah.
And so I joined this group of Insightful Visionaries, which is my friend's group. And then from that, we started looking at women who needed somebody to talk to pull them together. And so what I was thinking, why wouldn't it be beautiful if, say, you had a dream and I had a dream, and we worked together and chose one dream at a time, and we worked together. And so that's what Women Supporting Women is women coming together, being patient, helping each other one at a time. And that's what we do.
Because that's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do stuff on your own, but it really takes all of us working together.
I love that team. That's just me. I just love that team effort. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a great resource for women. Can men get involved at all?
You sure can. How much money do you have?
Oh, child, listen to her.
No, I'm just joking. But we welcome men too.
Yeah.
Everybody, we have to work together. We need each other.
Yeah.
And it's just that these women I work with directly to encourage them and try to help empower them. My friend Carolyn Marshall Covington is the Insightful Visionaries Director. And we work together on that. And so we try to go out. We have these little pop-up shops. We're working with aromatherapy. And she came up with an idea of 5 steps to wellness, you know.
Wow.
And it's just so remarkable. But they can actually read about it if they go to swwellnessgroup.org and just see what we're trying to do, one woman at a time.
One woman at a time. Mm-hmm. Go to their website right now, check it out. I'm telling you, it doesn't make a difference how old you are, how young you are, you can make a difference. Don't change the channel because we got more coming up.
Dr. Tim Weir wants people like you to enjoy life to the fullest, and he has written several books. These down-to-earth, easy-to-read resources will help you love life. For example, You're Not Crazy, An Overcomer's Guide to Fibromyalgia. This book has helped hundreds of people. Or How to Reboot Your Brain When Drugs and Therapy Have Not Worked. This amazing book will help you or a loved one retrain the brain. Wake Up and Dream is a wake-up call so you don't sleep through life. Go to www.drtimweir.com and order your copy today.
I love people who just step out of the boat and do stuff that they know they're called to do. And I'm with Emmanuel Robinson. Emmanuel, thank you, sir, for being with me.
No, thank you for inviting me on, man. That's great.
Now, listen, you just see an idea and you go for it, don't you?
Absolutely. You know, that's what I like to do is to, you know, if I'm alone by myself and I come up with an idea, you know, I can either take it and go with it or just let it go by the wayside.
So I mean, you got clothes on here, but I can tell that you're fit.
Right.
So you've got a whole business that's just fitness, is that right?
Absolutely. Yes, I got certified as a personal trainer back in 2004. After that, I got offered an opportunity to become a manager of a gym or to travel to Denmark and go and live. And I chose to actually go and live in Denmark and I stayed there for 4.5 years.
Wow.
While I worked as a junior professional soccer trainer, and then after that, I started working with a few professional soccer athletes also.
So the average person, I mean,
yeah,
you don't work with somebody that's like just, they want to get rid of some love handles or something. Are you actually geared more towards the professional athlete?
No, I am geared towards everybody. You know, I have clients ranging from AIDS. The youngest client I have right now is about 14, and the oldest one I have is about 80.
Wow.
So it all varies.
So, I mean, because I drive by this frickin' gym every day and it's filled with people.
Right.
Why would somebody come to you as compared to that?
Well, it's because of my background. At one point in my life, I was over 370 pounds, and I can actually I feel a connection to those type of people
Yeah.
because I know where they're coming from when they come to me in desperate need. And that's what I like to do. I try to help. So that's my first goal, is to try to help that person achieve whatever goal it is that they have for
How
themselves.
cool is that, huh?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's totally awesome, just that by itself. But then you got this SF4L.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Good question. So a lot of people will ask me that. And I tell people, I say, for the wearer, it's up to you to decide what it means to you. And it keeps a reminder for you to keep trying to strive for success in whatever goal it is you choose. For example, for me, SF4L could mean stay fit for life. I have a client, as I mentioned, or whatever, who's in his 80s, and he said for him it means stay senior fit for life. I also have a college student who says to me it means stay focused for life. So it's up to that person to take
Wow.
these 3 letters and this one number and make a meaning for yourself and keep it on as a reminder to you to keep striving for your goal. Now let's say, for example, now that you look at these 3 letters and one number and say, well, to me it doesn't mean nothing. Well, just do just like the average consumer does. Wear it because it looks good to you and it matches something
Exactly.
in your closet.
No, so I mean, here you've put together your own brand of clothing.
Absolutely.
How awesome are you?
I'm not really. I'm just the average person just like anyone else.
But you're willing to take risks.
Exactly.
That's what sets you
That's
apart.
what life is about, taking risks every once in a while. You don't want to get down to your final days and be like, you know what, I wish I had did this or I wish I had did that.
Yeah.
You know what, go ahead and do it now.
So is there hope for the average person who just wants to get back into life a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you from my experience, I am the world's worst chocoholic. Nobody's worse than me. So if I can get to a point where I can, keep fit or whatever and help others, anybody can do it. Absolutely anybody.
So if they're in the Raleigh area, they can call and get up with you and go to your website for the training.
Absolutely. Yes.
But they're not going to do that nationally. So if from a national standpoint, they can go to your clothing
Absolutely.
side.
Yeah, so if they want to get to my clothing site, what they can do is they can go to sf4lapparel.com.
And get a hold of you and just.
Absolutely.
I love this guy's story, don't you? So I want to check back with you in a little bit. I'm
Absolutely.
talking a couple of months, and I want you to just give us some stories from this point on.
Right.
Maybe that
Exactly.
one of these people got up with you.
Okay,
Maybe we can
absolutely.
bring them with you next time.
I
and
would
talk about their
I would love to be
progress.
able to introduce you to some of my clients who are seniors or whatever, so you can see exactly what they're able to do. I mean, it's absolutely incredible.
Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely.
Go to his website right now. Check it out. Even if you don't need it, check it out. See what other people are doing. See how he stepped out of the boat and is doing it. Don't change the channel. I got a whole lot more coming up.
Running to call with a brand new what I got. Tell you you should run away and climb up a sycamore.
I hear this every single day. Doc, I can't sleep. Dr. Weir, I'm having trouble sleeping. I came up with this formula. I call it Dr. Weir's Relax Formula. Now here's the side effect to this. You're gonna sleep so soundly. You're gonna notice a change in muscle aches, muscle pains, and immediately when you drink this, it begins to absorb. RelaxFormula.com.
Dr. Tim Weir wants people like you to enjoy life to the fullest, and he has written several books. These down-to-earth, easy-to-read resources will help you love life. For example, You're Not Crazy, An Overcomer's Guide to Fibromyalgia. This book has helped hundreds of people. Or How to Reboot Your Brain When Drugs and Therapy Have Not Worked. This amazing book will help you or a loved one retrain the brain. Wake Up and Dream is a wake-up call so you don't sleep through life. Go to www.drtimweir.com and order your copy today.
I love creative people. You've heard me say it 250,000 times, but I love people who come up with concepts and ideas and then have the guts to stand up and do it. I'm with Joshua Gruder from a place called porchfly.com.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Here, I'm gonna write you a little jingle.
Let's hear it.
Porchfly.com.
There we go.
So talk to me, how did this all come about?
Porchfly came about in 2013. I had just moved back here from Washington, D.C. and was looking to start my own company. And well, actually, I'll back up. Porchfly, the story of that and the idea of it was born a little bit before that when I lived in New Orleans. And this was right after Hurricane Katrina.
Wow.
And we came back right after the storm. We're trying to help get a couple bars, a couple restaurants up and going that were having some problems. Built a little bar on my front porch just for everybody to hang out after work. And after a couple weeks, we started noticing people were coming into the neighborhood and coming up on the porch, asking to have a couple drinks, hang out. And when I would be ready to go to bed, they would still be on the porch drinking. And so I started calling them porch flies instead, you know, as a play on barfly. And so fast forward a few years, when I get ready to start the company, what we originally wanted to do was create something that was going to bring community together and bring people together into a common good. And so the name fit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What's the whole purpose behind it?
Absolutely. So the purpose or the mission basically is to create unique goods at an affordable price. That's the main mission. And that can take on it can manifest in a lot of different ways. What we've really done over the years, we've done a lot of different apparel, we've dabbled in soap, we've dabbled in leather goods, and one of our newest revenue streams that's actually doing really well for us right now is all natural soy vegan candles.
Really?
Yeah, and I brought a couple for you today. to
Yeah,
show you.
let's look at them.
Yeah. And I brought a couple of shirts for you to see. We're big whiskey fans at Porchfly, so we've got a lot of whiskey-based apparel.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's one candle. It's called Tobacco Road. Each 9-ounce candle comes
Man,
in.
that smells good.
Thank you, I appreciate it. They all come in a really nice 2-piece luxury box. And each candle through here, they're all 9 ounces. They're made with all natural hemp. That's what the wicks are made out of. The reason why that was important to us is, I'm not sure if you know it, but over the last year and a half, North Carolina has made the push to allow the production and cultivation of industrial hemp. And I
Right.
think that's going to be a great thing for the farming community in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So we wanted to celebrate and support that. And so we switched over from our all-natural wooden wicks over to hemp.
And you got to jump on the market.
That's one of our favorite shirts. That's a new one. It's called Body by Bourbon. People are really loving that. You can see with the shirts, they're all a nice suede material,
I'm telling you,
polycotton,
this is
super
gorgeous.
soft. Yeah. And I actually brought this one for you today. This is one of our new Raleigh circuitry designs. We do a lot
Oh,
of
how cool is that?
yeah, we do a lot of Raleigh-based stuff too, and we thought this would be a fun one for you since you're close to the city of Raleigh.
So who actually sits down and designs that?
So my business partner and I, we come up with everything. So I have one business partner. We sit down, have a glass of whiskey, figure out what we want to do next, come up with the designs, and sit down and do it in Illustrator. When something sticks, you know, I show it to my wife and my mom and a couple other people, and they're the hardest critics, so I know if they love it, everybody else will.
And if they buy it,
Exactly. And if they like it, we go ahead and release it. And luckily, we've had a lot of success so far with the candles. We have about 20 cents now, and people are loving them. We got them in about 50 to 60 stores throughout the Southeast.
so how cool is that though to come up with these? I'm just gonna say it, just weird ideas that probably
they are.
nobody
Yeah.
else thinks about.
That's the beauty of it, though. The idea of owning your own small business, in my opinion, is to take something that didn't exist before
Exactly.
and create it and market it. And it's a plus if people like it as well.
Yeah.
And we can sell it.
Okay, now nobody's listening right now.
Okay.
What's the next thing on the drawing board?
I don't know yet. It's not something that we've necessarily figured out yet. What we are really excited about is we have finally, we're getting ready to open our own retail shop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we've always, by design, not opened our own retail shop because, you know, why pay money and rent somewhere every month if
Exactly.
you can sell off your website and then sell in a lot of really amazing retail stores around the country. But we finally wanted a spot of our own, and so I would say probably about August or September in downtown Raleigh, we'll have our retail shop open.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Tell me when it happens.
We'll do.
Porchfly.com, you got to go there. What great gifts, fun things to give to everybody else.
They do. They make great gifts.
Don't change the channel. right? We got more coming up.
Of course.
Running to Carlin with a brand new water gun. Tell you should rather wait and climb up a sycamore.
I hear this every single day. Doc, I can't sleep. Dr. Weir, I'm having trouble sleeping. I came up with this formula. I call it Dr. Weir's Relax Formula. Now here's the side effect to this. You're gonna sleep so soundly. You're gonna notice a change in muscle aches, muscle pains, and immediately when you drink this, it begins to absorb. RelaxFormula.com.
Dr. Tim Weir wants people like you to enjoy life to the fullest, and he has written several books. These down-to-earth, easy-to-read resources will help you love life. For example, You're Not Crazy, An Overcomer's Guide to Fibromyalgia. This book has helped hundreds of people. Or How to Reboot Your Brain When Drugs and Therapy Have Not Worked. This amazing book will help you or a loved one retrain the brain. Wake Up and Dream is a wake-up call so you don't sleep through life. Go to www.drtimweir.com and order your copy today.
Alright, I am planning to Carlin with a brand new water gun. Tell you should rather wait and climb up a sycamore.
Listen, it's really important for you to have this understanding in your mind that where you are right now is because of a choice you made. I talk to a lot of people all the time and they say, I'm just not happy where I'm at. The fact is, you're where you're at because of a choice you made sometime in the past. Somewhere back in the past, you made a decision that you wanted to do this or you wanted to be this way, and you're playing that out right now. That's the bad news. The good news is this, that if you want to be somewhere else tomorrow, all you have to do is make a choice and make a change, make a decision in how you're thinking. Because it's all about this, it's all about stinking thinking. Listen, if you got stinking thinking, you're going to have stinking results later on. I always tell people you got to have a mental enema. Sometimes you got to wash your mind out. Here's how you do that. You replace whatever's in there with whatever you need to, whatever's good. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, you need to flush those out with positive thoughts. How do you do that? Here's how you do it. You just simply say, for example, if you want to be a success in your business or in your on your job, just have that thought. Have this saying: I'm successful on my job. I love what I do what I love. I'm important. I absolutely do the best. Otherwise, here's what's gonna come into your mind. I really suck at what I do. I stink. I mean, this is really bad. I hate what I do. Absolutely hate it. Listen, just change that one little concept, that one little thing, and begin to confess that you love what you do. And pretty soon you're gonna love your job, you're gonna love doing what you're doing. And if you don't, all of a sudden you're gonna find a different avenue that you can go into. All of a sudden you're gonna be on a different road and a different path, maybe really than doing what you love. All right? do what you love and love what you do. I hear this every single day. Doc, I can't sleep. Dr. Weir, I'm having trouble sleeping. I came up with this formula. I call it Dr. Weir's Relax Formula. Now here's the side effect to this. You're gonna sleep so soundly. You're gonna notice a change in muscle aches, muscle pains, and immediately when you drink this, it begins to absorb. RelaxFormula.com. Spend some time on my website. That's drtimweir.com. It's just there's some information on there. It leads you to other places. It talks about my clinic a little bit and all that kind of stuff. We're also on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Go on Facebook, Loving Life with Dr. Weir. Look us up there. Get involved with your life. Get going. Get passionate once again. I'm telling you, life is too short not to be passionate about it. Listen, you got to blow the lid off this thing. You only get one chance. I don't want to die, all nice and beautiful. I want to die all beat up and scraped up. I just want to have a good time doing what I'm doing. And I hope you'll do that too. And until next week, keep loving life. I'll see you next week.